The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
Right. It's time to get down to business. With your help, Hamish and Andy are covering off on every topic in the world. And right now, there is no topic more important than
Blutack.
Before you do a skerrick of work today, make sure you know all there is to know about
Blutack.
when we talk business, we talk...
We talk Blutack.
I'm Peter Harvey. This is Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch, and business starts now.
Good morning, everybody. Hamish and Andy here, the Business Brunch. Thanking Peter Harvey, of course. And today's topic of the 27 trillion we're trying to get through is Blutack.
This is a biggie, Ando.
It was suggested. You can suggest topics. You can also go and add to them, hamishandandy.com/topics.
We never quite know what's going to come up. They're randomly selected from every topic on Earth. There's no such thing as being on or off the list.
No.
If you're a topic, you're on the list.
If you've been done, though,
You're off the list.
There is such a thing.
Then you go onto the done list.
Yeah.
Eventually, there'll be no topics left on the to-be-discussed list, and 28 trillion will be on the done list.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't wait till that day, Ando. But that is millennia away as we plod through the topics, one topic at a time. Today, Blutack. Huge jumping off point for a lot of different discussions.
Absolutely.
Some people flat out denying that there are thousands of uses for Blutack as claimed on the box.
Yeah.
On a pack of Blutack, it shows you about 4 uses. Company lady Emma has theorised maybe there'd be 100 at a stretch, but she doubts there's 1,000. There's a lot of doubt over that. There's a lot of doubt over Blutack having thousands of uses, but then there's a lot of people that have given us incredible uses for Blutack we would never have thought of.
Absolutely. We'll cover off that in the next hour, the do's and don'ts of Blutack, and so much more. It's Hamish and Andy's Business Brunch. The topic today for our Business Brunch is Blutack. People are unaware it's a sticky substance that's used, or boasts over 1,000 uses, Ham.
We accidentally spelt it when it was put up on the website. WebGeezer Jez popped it up with an E at the end of blue, and that caused so much outrage in the correspondence coming in. One person saying they'd never been so disgusted with us, and after 8 years of listening, we'd lost them.
Yep.
A little typo like that shows you the passion that people have for this incredible brand from the company Bostik. We should point out that Bostik... we don't know who you are,
no,
and nor are they a sponsor of the show. This is just one of those happy coincidences for them where an hour of radio is devoted to one of their adhesive putties.
An ancient mind saying, Ham,
yeah,
I got written in. It says, although the tackiness of Blutack is deceptively helpful, the blueness of Blutack is deceptively grey.
That's true. It's a cold blue. A lot of people writing about the blue. How's this? This is from company lady Diana. She said, I used to chew on Blutack when I was younger because I thought it was chewing gum. You know, it's funny, I only read later that originally Blutack was white, but they changed it because kids mistook it for confectionery. A lot of people have heard that as well, but also, and then a lot of people going, where is these white strips of confectionery that kids would think it is? And why is changing it to blue so helpful to stop kids eating?
There aren't that many lollies I can think of that are that cold blue.
My dad ate modelling clay that was exactly the same colour as Blutack because he thought it was the dessert halva, which is made from sesame seeds and egg whites and sugar.
Yeah. Your dad can't
He
be
was
used
50.
as a guide for these things.
And he ate a full block of it. He found it in the fridge wrapped in Glad wrap because we kept it there to keep it moist so we could play with it as kids. And then Dad thought he'd come in and sneakily eat it. A lot of people love the blueness of Blutack.
Yep.
This is from company man Jack. He has written, he's given us a pie chart, or essentially, a graphic or representation of...
That's very business-like.
On one side, people who like Blutack, and on the other side, idiots. And they're completely exclusive. If it was the Venn diagram, the circles wouldn't have overlapped.
Wow.
Because he just says, look, if it isn't blue, it's not Blutack. Get out of my face, yellow tack. You're the worst. I don't know if Bostik makes yellow tack, but we have no obligation to protect Bostik as a company because they're not sponsors. Now, if you do make yellow tack Bostik, you're the worst. But on the other hand, you make Blutack, so you're the best. Cancelling them out to mean you're the nothing. People don't love white tack. They don't like yellow tack. They're passionate about the blue and Blutack.
Well, is it a different substance? I mean, is it better?
We can't beat the blue. A lot of the stickiness
Like the
comes from the
colonists
blue
say of
factor.
an energy drink, and we're not going to show our alliance to one, but we do drink one of them more than others.
Frozen Coke.
Yes. We're not bothered by the colour.
No one cares about the colour of an energy drink.
No, but because it's one we think is better than the others. But are people upset about the colour in its instincts? Or
Yeah, that's the thing. We're not racist with energy drinks. We
Yeah.
don't look at colour.
Yeah,
we
we
just
don't see it.
happen
We're
to
like-
think one of you is better
we're like, yeah, well,
based on your race, but not
no,
your
no,
colour.
no, not your race, just
Who you are inside.
yeah, exactly.
Here's a good way of putting it. The company man Jason, what would the world be without Blutack? You know, this is him trying to ask a big question here to make us imagine where would we be without Blutack? Then he sums up by going, I guess we'll never know. Maybe we'd use more super glue, but no one knows.
Well, we do, because there would be countries that don't have it. There'd be people.
You reckon less developed nations don't have Blutack? I would say that even with UN aid drops, it's one of the key things in there. Well, it's very handy. It has over 1,000 uses. It's a lot better than a Leatherman. I think a Leatherman only has about 32 uses. And I've got an email here from company man Nick. Now, this is non-colour related.
Okay.
But it's a giant revelation. In fact, why don't we play a song? We come back. I'd love to talk to Nick because it's about a crime. He has written to us and he says, I was the great Blutack thief of 2006. Teachers never suspected a thing. I think I've still got the wad of Blutack, but I can't find it.
Yeah, right.
So finally, I mean, everyone knows the great Blutack thief of 2006, even though it was 7 years ago. It's a crime that's stuck in our heads. But just in case you don't know about the crime, he joins us now. Nick, is Nick a fake name or is that indeed your real name?
No, that's my real name. Just my last name.
Hockey
So
thief.
you definitely feel like you're untouchable now for this crime.
Yeah.
7 years on, can you remember the incident?
It was multiple incidents. It was any time no one was looking.
Yeah, right.
So you would just steal more and more Blutack
where
a little
was-
bit at a time.
Where was the Blutack? I mean,
It was great too. So the teachers just hung everything on the walls with Blutack.
yeah, of
You
course.
just go along, steal the bottom ones, and they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And so over how long did this crime spree last? A year?
Oh, yeah, whole year.
Whole
whole
year.
year.
And how much Blutack? It's very much like in film. Sometimes someone working in a bank talks about just taking 2 cents
cents.
from every account. I
Yeah.
think it was in one of the Supermans. It's in the film Office Space.
Yeah.
How long did this miniature crime spree that accumulated into obviously a big pile of loot? How many pounds or kilos or how much Blutack did you steal?
Probably about 4 or 5.
4 or 5 kilos.
Yeah, I think it came to about $200.
wow.
Blue
And
tack.
when the teachers obviously
Is that street value or is that...
you didn't cut it with
No, that's
glue.
full price.
full price.
Full price, okay.
That's
good.
retail. Okay.
You're probably not going to get that on the street
Did
in the
you-
primary school.
Do you sell it to other kids or you just keep it at home?
No, I kept it.
Yeah.
I couldn't work without something in my hand, so...
Was there ever any a probe that went on? Like an
teachers have to. I
an
mean,
investigation?
$200 worth of Blutack goes missing. The teachers are going to know.
Yeah, they did. They had several full school assemblies, and they said next time it happened, everyone in the grade got a detention.
Yeah, did that happen or?
No, I just waited for the heat to die down and started again.
Oh, yeah, good.
Excellent stuff, Nick. Now, obviously, the question on everyone's lips is, you sound like a responsible young man now. This
Yeah.
was 7 years ago. Have you curbed your Blutack stealing ways?
I try to, but every now and then it's just so tempting.
Yeah,
Sticky
exactly.
fingers will be attracted to sticky substances.
Yeah, it's like that film Contraband with Marky Mark. I mean, you just got to
Mark
go back.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, you want to go back for one last hit. I can understand
So,
that.
when was the last time you pinched Blutack?
5 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's still going. So, how much Blutack have you stolen over your career?
Over the lifespan, probably about twice as much as I did in that 1 year.
Yeah, had a good year and then
It
just
started
carried
off
it
big
back
and
started
you
doing some smaller
so
jobs.
you're laying low, but you're
Yeah.
not laying as low as possible. You're not laying completely flat. You
No.
still dabble in the world. Will you ever give it up? Do you think? Do you think if when you grow up, maybe you get another different job, maybe you move into the workforce?
No.
No. Okay.
I wouldn't have thought so. Well, Nick, thanks very much. Hang on the line. We've just got police tracking this call, and they're on they're on their way to get you. Obviously, blue-handed. But thank you very much for joining us. I mean, to go inside the mind, Ham, of a systematic thief of 7 years.
Incredible. He
It's
doesn't
just
exactly give
incredible.
it up. He's addicted.
That's what the business brunch gives you, everybody. Hamish and Andy.
We will go there.
Ham, you probably noticed me ducking out of the studio bit back and forth.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's something that came in that I was particularly interested in looking into. Company man Jared Dickinson said that he was looking at the website and noticed Andy in a blue shirt.
Yeah.
Wondered, is it possible to create some sort of Blutack clothing? He said there'd be a great way to keep important documents such as, I don't know, and
keys,
small items such as keys and
needles, coins on you,
fumbling around with them.
So if you had a Blutack suit.
And what I thought with that as well is like, imagine
could you be a sticky man?
Yeah.
Could you be a human fly?
A new superhero called Sticky Man, which doesn't sound so good.
It's a little bit like Icky Man, the Japanese phrase for cool face man.
So I've been working on a blue tack suit.
A whole suit?
Yeah, well, I haven't bought enough. We've bought a lot.
Jeez, I tell you what, you need a lot of stuff. I saw a sculpture of a spider that someone sent in, made of blue tack, and it looked pretty big, I guess. Like probably as big as a small beanbag. And these 4,000 packs of blue tack. So it's really quite. You need a deceptively large amount.
Yeah. Well, so I haven't got enough to make a full suit, but
who's wearing the suit?
You.
Oh, okay.
I would like
what's our test here?
Well, similar
Flyman?
to Spider-Man, and in the early days where Peter Parker kind of just wore something weird and jumped around and things kind of went wrong. And Iron Man, when he...
So this is early days.
This is early days. I'd like to, phase 1 of Sticky Man, I'd like to dress you up in this as much of the suit as possible, but give you key areas like hands.
It's probably just going to be forearms and knees. Because what if I could leap and stick myself to the studio window?
That's what I was hoping for.
Dressed as Sticky Man. We would have to hail Sticky Man a success.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would then go on to Fight Crime and you do the business brunch by yourself. But this is amazing. This is the second time that Blutack has jumped into my mind associated with Iron Man. Because Blutack is famous for the only thing that can remove Blutack is Blutack itself. Yeah. Right? Like it has that incredible property like Iron Man. What was the only thing that could beat Iron Man?
I don't know.
More Iron Man suits. Remember in Iron Man 2, the bad suits get built? It's very good. Okay. And only Iron Man can beat Iron Man, and only Blutack can beat Blutack. So if Sticky Man works, you know the only way to beat me is if you make a Sticky Man suit and we bond to each other like matter and antimatter, and we blow up and take the world with us.
Let's see if that happens after this business brunch. We need to move quickly. Okay, I've been trying to put Hamish's...
How many packs have we used? Have we get a number on the packs?
I think it was around 25.
19, 20?
Yeah, it's
20.
The problem is
it's falling off.
I feel
it's
like
not clinging to my body. Sticky Man's got his first structural problem.
It's like when Gumby's heated up.
Quick, mate! Okay. I'm losing my stick.
Okay. I'll come across here.
I'm sorry, just for people to tune in. I'm completely covered in blue tack. I've got cuffs, torso area, glove, couple of leg attachments. I'm going to try and run and leap out the window here in the studio, see if I stick to it. If it works, I'm a superhero. If not, we're back to the drawing board. You all know the drill.
Sticky Man is what it... Look, to be honest, it looks good. It looks kind of gladiatorial because... I
can't hold anything because if I touch myself, I implode. Yeah. That's another thing. I'm my own worst enemy.
You hold that.
Sticky Man can't let any part of his body touch another part of his body or he becomes Stuck Man.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to get your knee back.
Yeah, and he's just fixing up the old knee here. Gee, before it sort of started falling off my body, I gave my armour a 100% chance of success. Now we're looking at a figure as low as 85%. Are you ready?
Okay. Hey, just quickly, if you've just tuned in, we're trying to create a new superhero called Sticky Man. A suit made completely out of blue tack. We know it's got over 1,000 uses. At the moment, it's one of the uses is not sticking well to a person. Running, you ready? I mean, you're about to run at the studio windscreen. If you stick...
I'll stick like a fly.
Yeah. We've got prototype 1. We need to improve on it, but it's not bad.
You ready?
Yeah. Go for it.
3, 2, 1. Stick it out!
How are you?
Not good. Not good. No. Sticky man. Sticky man. I failed the first part of my name. I'm still a man. I'm just floor man. I'm actually could be lint man. I'm picking up a lot of fluff off the carpet. I really hit my knee quite hard.
Yeah, I know. You gave it your all. Not even the inspirational music before you ran at the studio wall. The problem we got here, and this is why I didn't want to be Sticky Man.
Can you make a cast? Make a cast.
The problem we've got is that now it's stuck to him, but it's taking off all his hair. It's stuck more to his hair than it did to the window. And Sticky Man is becoming a vacuum cleaner, actually. He's rolling around with a sore knee and really cleaning the floor.
Sticky Man. It wasn't a great comic book.
No.
We never made it to the film franchise stage. But this is actually very effective for picking up. I found some green dust. So that's
your kryptonite, mate.
Yeah. No, my kryptonite's just windows. My kryptonite's glass.
Gravity and lack of superpowers.
I think I've chipped my knee.
Okay.
Sticky Man's chipped his knee. Maybe I could be Chop Sticky Man and just eat a lot of dim sims.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show podcast, powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.